So, hello everybody, I'm Alkistis. I'm speaking to you from Athens, Greece. And as you know, on these videos, we talk about ways to better ourselves, to help ourselves have a better quality of life, and generally to enjoy life better. So, the topic that I wanted to focus on today, and for the next couple of videos, is a section on building self-confidence, okay? Because I find that many of my own clients, one of their main challenges behind all the other challenges that they have, the root cause is that there's a lack of self-confidence, and I would say perhaps even a lack of self-love, because these are very closely related. Now let's go back to the beginning, okay? Now, to say, I mean, this is psychiatrists and psychologists, they claim, and I believe this to be true because I've seen it in my own experience of life, that at the beginning of our life, okay, they can't decide whether it's the first 3 years, the first 7 years, it's not so important, but just to say that at the beginning of our life, we each develop what is called a life script, okay? This means that certain events take place, you know, in the beginning of your life. Either you're loved, you feel love from your parents, or you don't feel love. You have been in some kind of little accident and you don't remember it. But at the beginning of your life, so the events that took place, if you like, mark what is called your character. In Greek, the word character comes from the Greek word charaktiki, which I think I've said in another video, has to do with engraving, you know. The first engravings on your mind and on your spirit, on your soul, the first years of your earth life, if you like, will then determine, if you like, the rest of your life. Unless you later on, as you are today, an adult, go back and what we would say today in modern jargon, reformat your disk. Okay, and I like it because every time I do these videos, you know, I reformat the little diskette, the little DVD, and the funny thing is this camera asks me, are you sure you want to reformat? You know, because you might lose all the old material. And I think that the universe, if you like, life itself, asks us this question. And, you know, at some point you want to take over your own mind and become the creator. You know, you want to become the script writer of your new script. And the question is, do you really, really want to do it? Okay? You have to really want to make this change. It is going to have a lot of sacrifice, okay? You can't have change without some kind of sacrifice. You can't have a new situation unless you get rid or heal or close the old, okay, or finally decide, you know what, I don't want any more of the old. So this is the essential, if you like, existential question. Do I want to continue my life with this character that I have, this personality, or do I want to change, bring out the best in me, bring out my strongest qualities? And this is a very, very important, because although we say we want to change, you have to understand that this character was built, as I said, in the early part of your life, where it brought you some results, you know. So if you were, for example, when you were very young, and by crying and screaming your head off and throwing tantrum attacks, your parents gave you attention. If you're still throwing tantrum attacks now to get attention, you can look back and see where the root is. Okay, some parents do not react to tantrums, okay, and this is very useful. This is not that they shouldn't react, they should act but not react, if you know what I mean. So you might say now as an adult, I no longer want to have these frenzies, and I no longer want to be the dragon that scares people to get what they want, you know, because I realize this is sabotaging my life. You might come to this realization. Or you might say, you know what, being, excuse my language, a bitch, or being cruel, you know, person that nobody likes is going to get me what I want, so I'm going to continue this pattern. You might still be there. So if you're not willing to change, you're not going to change, not in a million years. This is a fact, right? So we all want to look very truthfully and honestly. Where is our behavior dysfunctional? So that we might overwrite, reformat our disc and say, you know what, this is the result I want. And I think I mentioned several videos again a while ago about this exercise in the Oprah magazine. And it's an exercise in self-observation, okay? What did I do today, yesterday, that brought me some results, but I feel I could have done better? And then rewrite the scenario and say what I would have done differently. So one of the tools for building self-confidence is start becoming aware of your failings and your mistakes and your dysfunctional behavior. What the Pythagorean ancient Greek philosophers used to call, the school of the Pythagoreans, would call that αυτογνωσία, knowing yourself. Begin to become the observer of yourself. Begin to become the observer of your own behavior, and this is a very difficult task. You need what is called constant vigilance, constant awareness. You need the vigilance of a ninja, basically. The constant readiness. I don't know if you remember with Peter Sellers in The Pink Panther, where he had this little Japanese guy attack him every time he came in his own house, so that Peter Sellers, playing this detective, would be able to practice the skill of vigilance. Okay, his helper was called Kato, and Kato would attack him every time he came in the house, so that Peter Sellers was constantly, aware. And you need to develop this kind of ninja-like, if you like, or Zen type of awareness of your own thoughts. This is the first level, which we're going to go into a little more in the next videos. I'm going to continue on that theme in the next videos. But thank you for listening, and we're going to go much deeper and get a lot more practical in the next video.